let's get this out of the way. I realize I look like if Dennis Lemenis grew up and got really into meth. Hey there, Mr. Wilson. What you got in your medicine cabinet? Oxycodone. Mrs. Wilson's new hip sure is gonna be sore tomorrow. I'm such a scamp. Such a scamp. Up here scamping around. My name is Nick. And usually the first thing people notice about me is my voice. I have a very unique voice. And I've used this to my advantage. You see, I've recently released my very first relaxation CD. It's just me singing Radiohead's High and Dry on repeat for an hour and a half. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. I only know the chorus. And now that you're all relaxed, we can begin the show. Guys, I've been playing a lot of video games lately. Way too many video games, you might say. Been playing so many video games lately that I recently did like a 12-hour bender. And when I finally got off the computer chair to get a cup of coffee, and I went to the coffee shop, and the barista said to me, "What'll it be?" Poof. A dialogue tree appeared into my subconscious. For those of you who have lives, a dialogue tree is a list of options you get when conversing inside of a video game. I chose option 2. Have you seen anything strange around here lately? To which the barista replied with silence. To which I replied with, "A good day to you, sir." Which concluded the most awkward exchange at a coffee shop that resulted in 0 coffee being taken. So I am a rather frail gentleman. I have been my whole life. I'm about 5'6". I weigh about $1 and some loose change. And when I was 10 years old, my parents offered to put me on human growth hormones. Yeah. And I don't think any good parent offers to put their frail, weak 10-year-old on human growth hormones. No. Good parents crush that shit up and hide it in snack packs. I should have had one of those giant jawbreaker candies made entirely of human growth hormones. My fun dip should have been nothing but human growth hormones. I should have had a giant bag of Sour Patch candies that was nothing but Sour Patch candies because they don't fuck with perfection. I will eat those candies till they taste like the doormat of my freaking house. I just love them. But what made my parents think that 10-year-old Nick was capable of making such a monumental decision in his life? We're talking about the same 10-year-old Nick who had recently broken his arm playing a game he invented with his friends, simply called the tripping game. They saw that and they said, "We got a goddamn genius on our hands here. This kid is like Isaac Newton. Let's let him decide the rest of his life." I recently talked to my mom about that joke. I said, "Hey Mom, do you remember offering me human growth hormones when I was 10 years old?" She said, "Yeah, Nick." She kind of laughed. "You should have took him. You should have took him." It's world-class parenting, people. Guys, I'm a huge fan of science. I love science. I love nature. I recently read that they discovered a brand new spider in the Peruvian jungle. And what this spider does, it's a tiny little spider. And as a self-defense mechanism, it weaves the image of a much larger spider into its web. And that is so sick. That is so sick. A tiny little spider that weaves the image of a much larger spider into its web. And I want to incorporate some of that sickness into my own life. I want to go to a bar. I want to go up to the biggest, meanest looking dude in the bar. And I want to go up to him, and I want to yell at him, "Your face reminds me of teenage pregnancy." And then I want to pull across the cardboard cutout of Triple H. I bet you didn't think that Triple H's voice was so relaxing. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. That's my time. I'm Nick Nelson. Thank you very much.